Hello and welcome. The Three Geeks Network proudly presents the Geek News Podcast, episode 38, live from Columbus, Ohio, and New Jersey. Joined by Jason, Philip, Mike, Max, and Dan.
Woo!
Yeah.
And so forth, and that they were having this plan put into effect. But when it finally pay off, then they were like, okay, let's just keep the machine rolling. Let's keep people in the loop now that we know they want to see more of this. They earned that right to be like, okay, we got
Like Taffy to different projects. And then today, a rumor dropped that Matthew McConaughey was in final negotiations to play Norman Osborn. And yesterday, I was watching the rumor of him being in a superhero movie, and I'm like, who could he play? And then I hear this, and I like this. I think this is good casting.
several months is that it's a could
work lately. Love True Detective, so he's just won an Oscar for Best Actor. So yeah, get him in a superhero movie. That's fine. Norman Osborn, I think, is a good fit for him with the age and everything. That should be right depending on how they want to play it. So yeah, it's all good. There's nothing to be sad about here.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see his perception, just kind of see how he can do villainous and kind of how I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what the movie will be like, just because he could take it really serious, or are they going to go campy with it? And it'd be kind of interesting to kind of see how he would play that. As far as the Academy Award, sure, but I don't necessarily think that'll come up in a Marvel movie. As much as I would love it to.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, it's high.
Spider-Man 2 comes out. The ratings and reviews a lot more mixed than the original. And then Thor comes out, and Thor doesn't overperform either. Marvel keeps scoring. The thing with DC is we all know that if Batman v Superman or Suicide Squad flop or don't do what they anticipate, our slate is
just going to pull out. There's like, we're done. We can't do it. It's too dangerous. We're going to step back.
They've already done that. They did that with Green Lantern when that came out. They announced a huge slate, and then as soon as that movie flopped, they backed out. And I think that's part of my anger for this, is they're getting us all hyped up for this great universe, but at the first sign of defeat, they're going to turn tail and walk out. And Marvel won't do that. At least
they did that with separating the character. I want to Flash, and he actually went down and did like a test screening. Like they were set to go, and all of a sudden, stuff
the weird
anything that wasn't Batman was crapping, essentially.
Armie Hammer was Batman, and Common was Green Lantern.
Yeah, John Stewart Green Lantern.
Yeah, and George
Adam Brody.
And then Batman, I can't remember who it was. But yeah.
Guy.
Oh, the one who was in Expendables.
Liam.
Yeah, that.
Come on, man. It's Gale from the Hunger Games. Are you not on Team Gale? What's up with that? No, but
oh, we're back on teams.
I don't know.
I thought we were done with that. Is there more teams now? Is there going to be a playoff of some sort?
But, let's see what happens. As of right now, it's all, hearsay. I've heard that they have the kid who's supposed to be Spider-Man, maybe, possibly, in negotiations to finalize, I thought. But
Donald Glover.
Asa Butterfield? Yeah.
Asa Butterfield? Yeah. Nothing's been official yet, so we'll see. It's kind of like the Cumberbatch stuff. It's like I want an official release from Marvel before I start getting excited for this possibility too much.
Stuff. So I guess the movie starts off with a bunch of photos on or missing. Hiro Nakamura shows up with his Nissan Versa. No, he doesn't. But he's got his ponytail and he's got his... I want the Lincoln commercial, McConaughey.
Yeah, there we go.
As he's gliding through the city, be like, we're all just specks.
With envelope in front of him, and out falls his glasses. And then the Haitian shows up. And
villain. I feel like you can get a spread of McConaughey's in there, and he's got the range to pull it off, because you can get Lincoln McConaughey when he's being the father figure, and you can get crazy McConaughey stoner, like if you do a new age business guy, like the Google people or whoever the fuck, they got like beanbags all over the place and stuff like that. Like he's that kind of stoner business guy. Fuck it, let's do it up.
And then just on a whim, Reign of Fire.
Still looks cool. Like I said, I really like the first season, so I hope they can make a good miniseries. And one of the best things about television now is they're following the British rules of TV, where if their story Marvel, Ant-Man was confirmed that he will be in the Civil War movie, which confirms my speculation and theory that Ant-Man is going to set up this Civil War movie that we're going to watch. And I was telling Philip on the phone today, a really smart marketing move by Marvel. A lot of people, this movie is not going to get the same attention that the rest of the Marvel Universe is going to get. I mean, does anybody disagree with me on that? So, one of the best things Marvel could do right now, because they're about to cast Spiderman, you throw that little teaser at the end of the trailers, and then suddenly everybody is interested in going. It would be marketing brilliance on
the issue is Hero. It's because the minute you bring the guy who can do time travel in, we've got our magic eraser.
Just fun speculation.
Well, Ant-Man's, he's like, since they're making the movie, I figured he was going to be in Civil War. Like, I don't think they're going to just be like, you know what? He was in Kansas, so didn't make it for the Civil War.
Whatever.
But so like, and with pretty much every Marvel movie has always been a piece to the next movie. Mm-hmm. So like they've always had that going. I don't feel like there's gonna be any extra draw just because it's Civil War. But like, it just makes me worry about Civil War because there's so much. There's already so many people in it, and I feel like there's only gonna get more by the time we get to the end.
Motivation for him to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't actually said Spider-Man's in Civil War. They've never said that, so.
But that's what I'm worried about, just overcrowding.
Ideally, what they do is they tell this main story and then
is that Nashville show still on?
Yeah, it is.
Well, she's probably not going to be on the show then.
Well, Hero's still on Hawaii 5-0.
Oh, he is? No, he's not. That's a different Hawaiian-looking Japanese guy.
No. It's got that Japanese guy, but it's also got... But Ando's not in it. So
that fills our racism quota.
Oh.
It's not
in a perfect world.
But that... I mean,
not with Robert Downey in there. He's not going to be in it for 35 seconds. They paid him too much money to be in it for 35 seconds.
Shows up, drinks a beer, goes, "How's it going, everybody?" and leaves.
Drives an Audi out of there.
Yeah.
Mike?
Well, as far as I know, Downey Jr. is quote-unquote the adversary, and that's the whole crux of Civil War. But, I mean, I could see it as, because essentially it's going to be the new Avengers lineup is going to be in there. And I could see that maybe they're on a mission or something like that, and something happens on that mission that triggers the whole registration thing and government involvement and Iron Man butting heads. So I could definitely see that taking place, and maybe Ant-Man and Black Panther and even Spider-Man to a degree can fit in there somehow. But yeah, it definitely feels like it should be its own thing, and Captain America 3 should be a separate story. But if they keep the focus on Cap and Iron Man's struggle for the most part, like make them the focus, everyone else can be supporting players in this. This isn't an Avengers movie where everyone's got to have equal time. Everyone can fulfill their specific role. Like Falcon can be the stalwart sidekick, and so can Vision and Scarlet Witch and whoever. But the arc has to be wholly Captain America's and Tony Stark's. Like,
the edge of that line. And if they F me over, I'm not coming back for that next episode like I did for the...
Maybe there'll be some resonance to that, and somehow in Infinity War, maybe at the end of Part 1 or beginning of Part 2, he's resurrected to combat with everybody or to join forces with everybody. There has to be some weight to this one.
Well, I mean, also... Soldier is going to be in the play somehow, so because we didn't really
he could take over. Yeah.
All we've gotten about him, was a one line in the Avengers movie. It was like, "Oh, he got me chasing leads and don't go nowhere," and that was it. So they still haven't touched on that at all. Yeah. So like, there's a whole that's not there's that plot line. Obviously, Tony and Cap, or Iron Man and Cap have to beef. So there's that whole thing going on. Then there's 8,000 people in the movie, so there's that going on. And, we're going to find out, like, I'm on this side, I'm on that side. And they all, like, fist fight each other. So, there's that. And, I'm still just worried. That's
I'm mildly worried, too. But it's still Marvel. I mean, for me, they get it all except for one movie that I can watch on a regular basis. So.
Who wants to?
No, it wasn't.
I'll argue, but it's up for debate, obviously.
Anybody have any other thoughts on this?
Two things. One, every time you talk about killing off Captain America, I really, really want to see the Punisher America. Just real quick.
No, not ever gonna happen. Then they'd have to introduce the Punisher too.
Martin Freeman as the Punisher.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, man.
He was a cop 2 weeks from retirement, and then
he was a hobbit.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm a bloodthirsty vigilante. That's what I am.
hello. Yeah, the whole. Yeah, what the hell are we talking about?
The whole Captain America.
Yeah, there we go. The whole Civil War thing. They got to have a tight story and just focus on the two guys and just not keep adding it and
Yeah,
you know, I mean, it's cool if you see him like in the background, like, hey guys, how's it going? You know, but yeah, to keep adding people,
like
it's going to turn into a giant freaking
like,
mess. Yeah, they're all in high school. Hey.
I have a feeling they're going to do a superhero show, and it's Superman related, because Superman is my Batman, like Max's Batman. So, but I hope that the whole show...
Man does, because that's bringing a lot of science, super science in, so we'll see how that plays out, too.
Next up, I'm going to let Mike take the lead on this. Mad Max Wasteland will be the follow-up to Mad Max Fury Road. And after watching... I am ashamed that I haven't seen Fury Road yet. I am literally ashamed of myself for not seeing this movie. I was ashamed before I watched Mike's video yesterday, and now I'm even more ashamed since I watched Mike's video. You should check out Mike's video at youtube.com/MikeMcGTV. But Mike, your thoughts on Fury Road follow-up?
Do it. Let George Miller just go crazy with all this stuff. Like they said, they wrote enough stuff for, a couple of films in that first script. So go ahead, let the dude do whatever he wants. That's my impression about it. I'm gonna go probably watch it again this coming week.
Adventure, maybe save half of the planet, and then come back, and then we'll dance and make up for the boyfriend, and yada yada yada. It's so. It's like 90210
like
and Smallville.
Oh, it's like, okay, you've sold me, movie. Yeah, I would love to see more stories told with this version of Max. I think Tom Hardy is a worthy success of the role, and I am looking forward to him wearing even more crazy masks.
Yeah, I saw fucking Mad Max Fury Road, and it was awesome. And now they already got half the cars built, so they won't take 3 years to make a new one. That's cool because they built all of those cars from the ground up. They all function. It's insane. It is so good. There's so much attention to detail. The plots, and the word I'm looking for. Every car metaphor you can use, it's that. But it's really good. So sequel, I'm down. Let's do it up. Yeah, they did such a good job on the first one. As long as they're going to put in the same amount of time and effort, then I don't feel like it can go wrong.
Heck, why stop at the NBC Wonder Woman pilot that had Elizabeth Hurley and Adrian Palicki as Wonder Woman? Find the Wonder Woman NBC pilot. It's interesting, but I'm definitely getting the same kind of vibe from it here and there.
That too, so you can check it out. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, did either one of you guys see Mad Max yet?
Nope, but I need to see this.
It's more excited to see it now, especially because everyone I've known the season keeps talking about the guitar, the flaming guitar.
The only movies that get 98% on Rotten Tomatoes are usually like art movies, and this has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Now I'm gonna super spoil something for you guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, they strap a guy to the front of a truck, and all he does, his whole job, is to play the guitar while the convoy moves.
That's awesome.
That's all he does. And as ridiculous as that is, the movie is still fucking awesome.
Speaking of, nice segue, Mike. He has the extremely bright green hair. I can forgive that because I know with like Man of Steel, that movie was shot with bright colors, but then they graded up a lot. So if they do that, then the hair won't bother me so much. I feel like we're looking at 1966 Batman. I'm just wondering where his mustache is. And it just doesn't... Like, I like the trailer for Batman v Superman, but that movie looks extremely depressing. But, so, I mean, like, how does this brightly colored Joker fit into that universe? Like, I don't understand.
Dean Cain is going to be in an unspecified role. And so is Helen Slater, who played Supergirl.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they got the Flash to come back, but I feel like for me, it's a long uphill battle because I really, really fucking hate Jared Leto. So I'm not on the stretch.
You mean painful for?
I'm not gonna watch.
Well, I mean, Dean Cain needs work, guys.
Dean Cain.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah,
He seems like a nice guy.
Yes.
I'm glad he's working, but I mean,
He's like the
You
JGF of DC.
you gotta expect him looking any. Look at our show.
This
It's what it
totally feels like a CBS show. It's like it's being safe and funny and light. The CW Arrow and the Flash, in comparison to this, are Dark Knight compared to what I see in this.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely true.
Wow.
It's a little bit darker than
Yeah, it's like Daredevil.
It's like Man of Steel dark.
Just Daredevil dark.
But apparently this is going to be set in
No,
the same
the
universe
shows.
as Arrow, is what they're saying.
He's set in the same like he's been back and forth about, but I think he's kind of like, no, we're not going to be crossing over.
I could be surprised, right? They could surprise me, right? Maybe it'll be good. Maybe Jared Leto won't suck. Huh? Right, guys?
Yeah, I don't think he'll suck. I think what the portrayal is. I'm kind of
What the fuck?
slight disorder in the Geek
so
Den.
sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry,
Hello.
we're good.
Jared Leto did that with his mind, man.
Yes, that's what you messed with him, Max.
You have angered Jared Leto.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, Jared Leto.
Max just spilled a bunch of records, but it's not that big a deal. Just set them to the side, buddy.
But all right. So back to what I was saying
This
was,
is why we can't have nice things.
as I'm actually excited to kind of see this different portrayal, because we have seen, and this seems so different from anything we've seen. Like, I mean, just from his looks, it looks like '66 Batman.
I mean, it looks like Nicholson Batman.
Yeah, but not that green, not that. So it was still more muted, man. It was still more
I mean, like,
calm.
He's wearing like deep purples and stuff. I mean, that's just one outfit we've seen him in.
That's true. That is very true. I mean, it just seems like they're going straight campy though, because of the ha 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 on the car,
Well, you see,
the
like-
ha ha ha, all the tattoos. They've said the tattoos are all real.
Okay, I mean, I don't
The
know. That
damage
still
is gonna
fits,
be
though.
there,
It
all of
doesn't
it.
seem like out
Well,
of
more
place.
than Nicholson. Nicholson.
Oh,
Was,
Nicholson. Well, no, he was different time, different movie. But
cool.
I don't know. I just get more. I don't get that whole super camp feel.
I don't get it either so much as I don't know. I haven't read The Dark Knight Returns. I'm a horrible comic book fan,
Oh.
but a lot of people are comparing this Joker to that. I mean, is there a comparison?
Well, no, I mean, the Joker in the Dark Knight, Booster Gold, even though he's like the greatest savior of the DC universe, and yeah, I really wish they would have just done something with that. It's all the colors are bright like
Yeah.
that. So it's just a Joker. It's a Frank Miller Joker, so it's poorly drawn.
That's fair enough.
Dan?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, this is hard to gauge because like last week or
Spoilers wise, but if you watch the season finale of The Flash, you can see Rip Hunter and going in
the
time.
bright colors and at least be like the 66 Joker, because that would be awesome. I think. I mean, just make it all crazy with the Suicide Squad. It'd be great.
So in today's day and age, like people are walking around with hair that color.
Yeah.
Like, you could see that on the street in the suburbs.
Yeah.
It doesn't like it's not
That's
really
true.
shocking anymore. Like that's like none of the stuff that the Joker would wear is weird at all for what anybody would wear right now. Like you'll find some hipster somewhere wearing that same outfit.
And I'm tired of all the Superman or the superhero movies being like all muted, and it's got to be like realistic, and look at freaking broody Superman blowing up the empty town. So it's cool to have color. I'm gonna run with it for now.
All right. I think me and Mike, did you watch the Supergirl trailer?
Oh God!
Yes.
You mean the first episode?
No, it's 6 minutes of the trailer.
Yeah, it's pretty much the first.
Did you watch
episode.
it?
Can I mention something about Jared Leto's Joker quick?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Oh. Okay. It's just, the way I kind of see it about the Joker is that, and you mentioned Dark Knight Returns, because this is the impression I got off of that Joker from that book, is that he's playing it more like an aging rock star or an aging like pop star. It's very, especially this Joker, it's reminiscent of a lot of things of like.
But beyond that, I've heard that's actually really interesting. Is okay. I've heard you actually want to play more of the side quest, and I've heard the world itself is very intricate and very detailed to the point where simple NPC encounters, or actually not, yeah, NPC encounters basically, these are non-playable characters, can actually have an effect.
It's not put into the proper context, the proper, editing, coloring, pacing, and so forth. We have yet to see this character in action, so to speak.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, this is shades of 2007, late 2006 for me too, because when Heath Ledger photos started popping up of him just being on set,
yeah,
people were saying he looks like a kid on Trick or Treat. Like, they weren't used to that. They didn't know that was the whole basis of that character, was this whole smeared on
comic books.
No, nothing. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. But yeah, no, it's
spoiler alert. I do know something about comic books.
Uh-oh.
If anybody doesn't want to hear, plug your ears. It's about Thor. But Jane Foster was revealed as the female.
Yeah,
Jesus, Max.
I'm sorry. I'm bad.
We will be returning Comic Book Club. It'll probably happen sometime in the middle of June. So be on the look. I am fucking sick of hearing about DC movies. At least Marvel movies, they don't start releasing stuff until a year. We've heard about Batman v Superman for the last, 2 years? And we still don't even have the movie. We have another year before we see this movie.
The Batman movie.
Just on some levels. I know whether you like the trailer or not, but people have to be getting sick of hearing about this movie. I mean, it's like... I don't know what it's like, but they keep giving us stuff when we still have so much time. And now with the Suicide Squad, it's not as bad as Batman v Superman was.
I'd say it's worse.
It's worse.
Yeah.
Every day something new is.
I meant time-wise. It's not as early as they started with Batman v Superman, but
they're making up for it.
Early. Yeah. At least Marvel waited until 9 months or 10 months between productions. We're still 14 months away from this movie. Before and we're already getting stuff, and people are already talking about it. There has to be a limit, of Mike's review, endingradicaldude.com. So check both those sites out. Thank you for joining us.
Back when, it was still grainy on flip phones and stuff like that, and that was dynamic. And then you didn't hear about anything, and then we heard it might be a possibility that Robert Downey Jr.